One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but I...
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood, the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you. You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Listen to sense now. Don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are... Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good? Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Whew. I'm getting all het up. Let's make tracks.
Never a dull moment.
So, Will, Now that we've made peace, how about we get to know each other properly? What's your story?
Not so much a story as a pantomime. And I've played my part all too poorly.
Go on. We're listening.
It means that a reckoning's coming. And I'll be the one to pay up.
You make it sound like a harvest of devils coming for your throat.
You're closer than you know. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll face my penance. You're not in any danger, I promise. I can't say the same about me. Made at the ready.
Those paladins I need to stomp are that away.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Listen, I need to speak to you. She revealed herself to me and she became my... Oh, I sought to cross her boundaries. We come now to the crux of my... Even she was... What if? I thought. I was... Here.
You feel the into the inside its teeth, its claws.
This nether... As long as I will... I don't know. It'd level a city the size of... All of this. That... You true... I thank you. Now.
Speak. It is done.
I'd love to, thanks.
keep a secret like that from his friends? You can't trust anyone these days. Well, obviously I would. But you have so many followers already. I wouldn't want to in that.
Think of it as long I can an eruption the size of Waterdeep. The very cast and mist as too late. The god it was the end as the an event that came to be known as quite so. Now Gale's folly, one might call it. History. Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for? Back in the You have my attention.
I shall be here in thy camp, as thou...
Which way to the nearest library?
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhap...
What's the story?
That all seems powerful. Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Hey, we're still going after the... Good.
Trust no one.
Let's get going. All right, time to skulk about. Softer than a whisper. I just want a little look. All right.
Your pilfering efforts have failed.
Never a dull moment.
Need any two. The Lord, talk to Anders if you want the details. I don't have it in me to recount the horror. In Tia's name.
Delicious.
Quite ready for you.
Close.
What a charmer.
From this distance between Elturel and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Picks a fight.
I'd love to, thanks.
On the hunt. Over here.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Let me recite their demise. With haste.
Best be on my way.
Bye forever, pal.
Mistra Rill.
One day, I'll catch a break.
The lance board is set. Good move. Torment!
Whoa, that isn't good.
I've missed this.
I cannot die. Please help me. Always a delight to speak with you. What can I do? If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do I will find the remote. I will await. I promise I will. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Fuck them.
Watch your back.
Zariel's gotta stop fucking with me, you know? I'm done with it. I'm done with her. I'm free. I'm free.
It's been a long day. I need to rest soon. I'm way too big. I'm way too big.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Need some oil over here. Maybe later. No time for chat just now. Not now.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Felt good. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. High pain tolerance. But it's... Meanwhile, the first time I faced down those... a weaponsmith.
Might be useful.
Ripe. I'd need to drink the blood with a fork.
Hell's fire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark. Clause G, Section 9. Targets shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless. Karlach meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms. Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlach, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word. Well met. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck. Not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? I can't tell if you're being silly or serious. I'll accept the flattery either way. I suppose I'll grow used to the new me. Horns and all. The people will see a curiosity. Maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters. Keep them safe. And one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Yes, my friend? My research. It's not too. You won't find a more learned. You only have a.
I can't help feeling Will got off lightly. Having a devil in our camp will certainly make things interesting. Never a dull day, is there?
So, that's what people mean when they talk about butterflies in their stomach. Did you want something? Very serious of you. But go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated. I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room for me. Lead the way then.